story time of my birth story, and I really want to do this quick because I have about 15 minutes to record before I get cut off. So, to start, I met my boyfriend, my daughter's father. I met my boyfriend in 2017. We met in February, and we started officially dating in March. So, it was under weird circumstances because I had been in a year-long relationship prior to my boyfriend, and me and him met in February, and my ex had actually broken up with me in January. So it was a little fresh. It was less than a month than after I met Marcus that I had broken up with him. So we meet, and it's funny because he was supposed to be my first one night stand. You know, I was just in that F everything, F this, F that. I didn't have a job, so I was literally partying all day and all night. Every day and every night. I was the party girl. I was drunk. It was a really bad time in my life. And I ended up meeting Marcus. And, you know, luckily, it's so strange how things work out. But when we first started dating, he had been an avid drinker as well. He used to live in bars, basically. He would stay at a bar for about 3 days sometimes and just drink continuously and be drunk all the time. But when we first met, I feel like we just kind of got that out of our systems, and we didn't drink. So it would have been, so my daughter was born in February of 2018, and they were saying I was probably about 34 to 35 weeks. So I was almost full term with my daughter, and I didn't know this girl was inside me. So I'm just gonna take you along the day that I had my daughter. Well, actually before that. Let's start before that. So actually, it was probably about 6-7 months into dating my boyfriend. So I would have been pregnant by this time. But I started working in a factory. And if those of you who do work at a factory, you know this. Factory jobs are not, you know, you're getting paid good money, but a lot of factories don't have air conditioning and they don't have heating. So those of you who work in like the food industry or the clothing industry, retail, whatever, you usually 9 times out of 10, I would say, have heating or air conditioner. So if it's hot out, usually you'd be an air conditioner. Or if it's cold out, you usually have heat on, so you're not sweating when it's 100 degrees outside or freezing when it's below freezing. In factories, you don't have that. I worked at a cabinet factory, so they couldn't have heating and they couldn't have air conditioning because it would ruin the wood that the cabinets were made out of. So they couldn't do that. So they couldn't have heating, air conditioning, so they had some fans. But when I first started working here, they had a week-long training session. And the training area was way hotter than the actual factory. I don't know why it was. Well, my first day of training, I passed the heck out. I just dropped to the floor, dead weight on the floor. Never happened before. I'd never had fainting spells in my life. I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't understand like why this happened. Go a couple months into working there, and my back's hurting. I'm on the actual like assembly line. I was putting the doors on the cabinets as they were after they were being built. So I was using a screw gun and screwing in the doors, and it was both hands. So I was leaning over the line continuously all day, and our hours we had to be there at least 8 hours a day. But a lot of the times they could keep us until 12 hours. So our hours ranged from 8 hours to at least 12 hours. And there were sometimes I would stay to get extra money. I was in a very bad spot. Luckily, Marcus and I both worked there, so we started working together and we were making better money, but we went through a really rough patch before that, but that's why we got these jobs. But I was leaning over the line, my back was killing me. There were days we would get home and I wouldn't even be able to get out of bed. I couldn't move at all. It was strange. So let's go to the day that I'm wearing a Kylie Jenner lip kit. It's like peeling. Ugh, ew. Anyways, the day my daughter comes, let's just go there. This is gonna be so like jumpy. I'm so sorry, you guys. I might have to update this video and do it better. But here it is. February 16th, 2 days after Valentine's Day. I don't know I'm pregnant. It's a Friday. I go into work. And on the way to work, I am in excruciating pain. And ladies who have extremely bad cramps around your time of the month, imagine your worst cramps times, I'd say 100, but let's times it by 1,000. I legit thought I was dying. I thought I was dying. I felt like I had some infection. I felt like something was gonna be like out of Alien and come out of my abdomen and be like, rah. I really thought I was possessed or something. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know I was pregnant. It was very normal for me to not get a period. I started when I was in 4th grade, and it wasn't abnormal for me to go a week without it and then get it again, or it would be weird if I went a year without it and then get it again. It was off and on. I've always had stomach issues as well. I missed about half of my high school career because of stomach issues. I have acid reflux, I have gastritis. I think that's what it is. But I used to take Prilosec because I had a lot of stomach acid, so it would burn through my stomach lining and it would hurt. So I had so many stomach issues. So when I would have been pregnant, I guess I would have felt her a little bit, but I would have just thought it was regular stuff. I didn't have any cravings, no morning sickness, nothing. I didn't get big either, and that's what a lot of people think. I'm not a big girl, you know, and I weigh about 135 pounds. And when I went in to have my daughter, I had my belly button pierced, and usually when you give birth, your stomach grows out so much that your belly button can't stay in. A lot of people use pregnancy belly button rings. They're like silicone and they're longer, so they're able to bend and you can still have your belly button pierced without having to take it out because you're having a baby. But I gave birth with this tiny metal belly button ring, no problem, because I didn't get that big. They estimated about 10 to 12 pounds is what I gained. And so I'm in excruciating pain. I go to work that morning. I had to leave. I couldn't even stand straight. And I go the whole day having what would have been contractions, which I thought were just cramps or whatever. And I'd been previously hospitalized for a very bad UTI, and I thought it was that or something worse from something like that. So from about 4 a.m. till about 10 p.m. I'm at home with these contractions in excruciating pain. I'm screaming. I'm on all fours on the bed. Unknowingly. That's a pregnancy thing. If you're giving birth and you're having contractions, get on all fours, because it took pressure off of my hoo-ha because she was trying to come out. But I went into the ER at 10:30 at night on Friday, February 16th. My daughter was born at 10:56 on February 16th. So from the time I went to the ER to the time I had my daughter, it was about 20 minutes. At most. 25. We'll say 25 maybe. No epidural, no time for it. No medication in any way. You know, and a lot of people would say, I've had a lot of people say they don't believe me. You know, how did you not know? How do you not know you have a baby inside you? You know, with how much back pain I was having, she was on my spine. She had to have been. That's what the nurses said. And it's funny because the nurse, they were expecting, well, normally with a normal birth, I would say there'd probably be about, five doctors or so. I had 12. There was about 12 people in the delivery room when I gave birth to my daughter because of how small I was. With how small my tummy was, they were expecting my daughter to be about maybe 15 weeks because I didn't grow so much. They thought she was gonna be some tiny little preemie. Can you guys just imagine just living your life carefree? You know, luckily I started eating better when I first started dating Marcus. It was probably a good month or two when we first started dating that we were still eating pretty bad. We started eating better, luckily. But can you just imagine living your daily life and then all of a sudden one day you're having excruciating pain and that night you have a baby? It's literally what happened to us. And like, I can't make this up. I really can't. I wish I was making this up. I wish I had like full job. I had the greatest pregnancy. No, I didn't get to enjoy anything about my pregnancy, which kind of sucks, but given the circumstances, we would have been terrified. You know, she was born a month before our year anniversary, so she was conceived probably 3 or 4 months into us dating at the latest. But that is my pregnancy story. I'm so sorry if this is scrambled. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to watch this back and see if I'm even gonna put this out, because I think my story is so unique, but I don't think I did it justice at all just now. It's my monitor, sorry, from a baby. She's sleeping while I'm doing this video. So hopefully this turned out okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. It's not gonna shut up. I have to go plug it in. But yep, that is my pregnancy story. I think it's so unique, and I actually love telling people about it. You know, at the time, the very first picture of my boyfriend and I and our daughter, my face is just like I was not a kid person before my daughter. I never liked kids before my baby, and I didn't think I was gonna like my baby, honestly, because of that. I was not a kid person, and she's such a ray of sunshine now. But thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I might make a better one of these videos, but I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time. Bye guys.